Okay guys, today we're getting back to our roots, something all of you OG subscribers will probably appreciate. We're done with the cheap car challenge for a little bit. I'm sure you saw on one of my reels, the F-150 has a cracked block. So we're gonna throw all our time and effort now into this 1962 Mercury Comet that I have newly named the Turd Burglar. Yep, this thing looks like hammered dog shit. But by the time we're done with it, the V8 swap, 4-speed manual, and a 9-inch rear end, this thing should be the quickest thing in this area code to 60 miles an hour. And above that, we're probably sending rods to heaven. But that's right, we're gonna throw this 9-inch rear end in the back of this old girl and get rid of that 7¼ inch rear end. It's got 356 gears in the third member. The third member is an open diff, technically. There's no spool or anything in it that I know of. I pulled this out of a late 50s Ranchero. We got 45 inches from the outside of the leaves on either side, so it should drop in fine. And I think we just got about 2 inches extra on either side width-wise, which is perfect because we're going for an old school error correct build with a new school stanced style. I've got a treat for y'all. Probably halfway through this video, if Facebook Marketplace comes through, we're gonna dress this thing up right. But then after we get this rear end fitted, we're gonna go ahead and pull the bare short block out of the lean-to and put the 4-speed housing up to it. And we're gonna see if we've got enough space inside this engine bay to where we don't have to do any super huge modifications. And then after all that, we just have to build the motor. And I'm still trying to build up the courage to order a transmission rebuild kit. I don't like transmissions. 4 speeds are pretty simple though. There's a lot online about them. So hopefully get that ordered here in the next few days and get all that put back together. And in the next couple of weeks here, we'll have this thing at least fired off, hopefully moving under its own power. And then we can go to some upgrades. I know the rear end is gonna need traction bars. We'll DIY that with some scrap steel probably. And I almost completely forgot to show y'all. I managed to get 5 lug front hubs to match our 9-inch rear end, 5 lug on 4.5 lug pattern. I popped the dust cover off of the hub and man, these bearings look brand new. It's got almost brand new brake pads. I think all this was done right before this car was parked. The junkyard I snagged it out of, most of the cars drove in there, oddly enough. It's got 4 piston calipers on them, which are, I'm sure, roached. But we'll get some new ones of those. This should be a direct drop-in replacement for our 4-lug front. Ball joints and everything should be exactly the same diameter on our hub to match our control arms there. And this should give us some nice rigidity and peace of mind when we add, you know, 200, 250 pounds with the V8 that's going in it. But honestly, with the reduction in weight from our transmission, that Ford 2-speed Cruise-O-Matic probably weighed 100 pounds more than this 4-speed top loader we're putting in it. So it'll be relatively around the same weight, but this will give us some nice rigidity and we'll be able to take turns without worry of snapping lug studs off or anything like that. And it should handle pretty well around curves, keeping up with newer modern vehicles. Obviously not like a Corvette C8, but for what it's going to be, it'll be 2,600 pounds all in with a 275 horse 352 FE 4-speed top loader manual, wide range, 356 rear gears. Should be a fun around town car and car to cruise to shows, and that's what we're going for. And then we'll eventually send it down the road and get something else in here. And hopefully quality wise of our builds will slowly go up. We'll get better base cars to work on as well as better parts to throw in them. And obviously all this can only happen if you guys support the channel, so please go like and subscribe if you feel this content is cool. And we'll slowly grow into something better than what we're doing now. But for now, this is what we got. So let's go ahead and jump right into the rear end. Alright you guys, lots to get done today. The weather kind of moved in and got crappy yesterday. Still managed to get some stuff done around the house, got my hair cut, and then Marketplace came through for us later on in the day yesterday. All y'all can probably see is mud tires, but I see potential. 15 by 9 bullet holes, y'all. And I've already got a set of 255, 60, 15 sourced for these rims. I think they're just Ranger bullet hole stocks, but they're gonna look damn good. On top of that, I test fit our 5 lug front hubs off of our 65 428 Thunderbird, as well as did a homemade resurface front and rear, and they fit phenomenally on this Comet front end, which I was actually a little concerned about because the yard that I went to pull this out of, there was a ton of Falcons, no Comets, but the Falcons had Mondo daddy ball joints for some reason, and the Thunderbird with the 428 V8 had small ball joints. So I was concerned I was gonna have to waller out the hubs to fit the bevel of the ball joint shafts, but I'll show y'all they fit literally perfect. Steering arms and everything on the hubs, perfect. And then I just used my angle grinder and a flappy disc 50 grit resurface front and rear on the rotors, and even the calipers, the pistons on them are still showing clean metal. This jumper line, so these are a 2-piece caliper and it's got a jumper line from one side to the other. Probably going to replace those. I might be able to save the calipers themselves, but the brake pads on them, brand new, y'all. Freaking brand new. I'm going to have to get a new front brake line, flexible line, both sides to fit the calipers because the drum style just has a thread in. I've already got it pulled off of there, y'all can see. That'll be for sale, as well as the 7.5 inch or 7.25 inch rear end. I doubt anybody's gonna want that stuff, so I'll just scrap it. But now that we got all this stuff and a lot to do, let's pull the motor out of the lean-to back there, put the 4-speed housings on it, and see if it'll fit in here without any crazy modification, and that'd be sick. It'll pretty much streamline the project at that point once we know for sure we don't have to do any crazy modifications. And then in the next couple of weeks we'll have this thing turnkey, ripping and rolling. In, guys, and by the look of it, we're gonna have to do very minimal firewall modifications, and then just maybe a little bit on the shock towers, passenger and driver side. The motor's sitting a little bit too low right now because of the firewall. I'm gonna heat all that up and then sledgehammer it in and away from the motor and bell housing, and that should allow us enough room to come up another 6 inches, which will be money. I test fitted our cross member that bolts in, and all I have to do with this to get it to fit, it was forward facing, so I just turned it around and all the bolts still bolt up the way that the pattern is. So now it's rearward facing, allows us room with that front sump oil pan and oil pump pickup. Front sway bar, same deal, that all clears just fine. Steering all clears by about 1 inch, which is plenty. I was worried that it was going to rub and I'd still run it. Our radiator fan, that's got to go. We're going to probably have to do some pusher fans just because of the whole front setup on these FEs. I'll get you guys in here in a minute. Other than that, we just got to mark a couple things before we end this video. Pull this whole setup back out, do some modification there, rebuild this 4-speed, put the heads back on this 352, re-ring it, check the main bearings, replace those if we need to, and then get this baby rolling and then fired under her own power. I think we're going to be able to do it within the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed if I can get parts in and the weather permits. But I appreciate y'all for watching. We got more coming soon, so please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one with wheels and tires, front hubs on this thing, and getting this power plant built. Thank you guys.